2025 was an incredibly solid year for film. Paul Thomas Anderson came back with One Battle After Another, a film many said was up there with some of his best hits. Ryan Coogler decided to make what many deemed to be one of the most culturally significant films in years with Sinners. And of course, Marty Supreme soared high with the chaotic direction of Josh Safdie and the star power of Timothée Chalamet. With many other heavy hitters, it's safe to say that the battle for Best Picture this year is fierce. However, with all the critical acclaim these films received, there was one that kind of snuck its way into the nominees. One that felt like a sleeper hit by comparison. Train Dreams. While it definitely saw plenty of acclaim and even made top 10 on Netflix for a while, it doesn't seem to be many people's front runner for Best Picture. That's not really surprising. Train Dreams came from a director not too many people heard about. It was small in scale by comparison to other nominees. It was slower, and for the most part, it's really a film where nothing too much really happens. But what if I told you Train Dreams is one of the most emotionally captivating films I've ever seen? The best way I can describe Train Dreams is what if you found something that gave your entire life meaning? Something that made the whole world suddenly make sense. And then what if that was all stripped away? What if the main thing that drives your life disappeared? What would you do then? How would you carry on? Train Dreams is about finding meaning in the meaningless. The entire time we watch the protagonist, Robert, navigate life consumed by grief. We wait with anticipation that something happens that gives his life a spark. Something that gives him a reason to push on, but it never really comes. It's like Robert is permanently stuck. The world is changing completely into something unrecognizable, and even tragedies that haunt him forever, the outside world recover from. He blames himself for the death of another that occurred at a railroad bridge he was helping construct, but that railroad bridge becomes obsolete in just a decade or so. The guilt haunts him for years to come. Even the forest that burned and the fire that took Robert's family recovers after a while, but the fire itself haunts Robert forever. The passage of time in Train Dreams is cruel, but it's also beautiful. The movie is sure to remind us that the dead are just as important as the living. The memories of what came before are what pushes the future forward. The duality in the depiction of time is one of the best ways to describe this film. The majority of this movie is filled with melancholy and solemnness. You feel every bit of Robert's pain and his confusion of why he's still on this earth. But there's also so much heart. While the time with his family is brief, you can feel the joy in every scene he shares with them. You understand the weight of the kindness that strangers share. Every theme and emotional beat in this film is displayed wonderfully through its presentation. Joel Edgerton delivers an incredibly convincing performance in this, and this film wouldn't hit the same without him. Every actor is great in this, even in minor roles. William H. Macy, in particular, gives such a memorable performance even with the brief time that he has on screen. But the real highlight is how this movie feels. The cinematography lets you take in every stunning sight. The sound design makes it so you can feel the wind flowing through the trees. Clint Bentley's direction for this film makes Train Dreams so immersive that the moments of quiet reflection feel so much more powerful. All of this is tied in so well with the score. Every bit of horror, joy, and revelation is reflected in the soundtrack. To say Train Dreams hit me hard is an understatement. It's a movie I could see many people not feeling the same way about. It's slow, it's quiet, and a lot of it is just kind of miserable. It won't work for a lot of people, but for the people like me that it does work for, it will mean a lot. There's one part towards the very end of the Train Dreams where the movie tells you to hold on to something. If there's one takeaway from this movie, it's to find something in your life worth holding on to.